Welcome back to Just Scribble. I wanted to do a real quick video and show you the new notebooks from Sterling Ink. They are sort of companions to her planner, but you could also use them for anything else. You could use them for your bullet journal, you could use them for journaling, whatever it is that you wanted to use them for. And let me open up this because I have another one over here. So these notebooks were originally launched with the gold edge, like the planner, so the gilded edges, and those sold out super fast. And then she did a pre-order for them, which I have actually pre-ordered the gilded edges. It's funny, when I first opened and unboxed my Sterling Ink planner, I had said that I could take or leave the gilded edges. Like, I didn't really care one way or another. But I have come to really love them. This is the second half of the year, so this planner hasn't like fluffed out or anything, but in my planner they sort of fluffed out, and I really like them. I actually like the way it looks, so I'm excited about the gilded edge notebooks. But I still really don't need gilded edges, and so when she launched the non-gilded edge options, I decided to go ahead and snag some. Got some leather on there so that I could have some now, and I didn't have to wait for the pre-order to come in, and that way I could share them with you guys and I could start using them. So just like her planner, they come in two covers. They come in this black faux linen finish and this mauve leatherette finish. Both of these are paper covers, but they have distinct different textures, and obviously the color is different. So they come in two different covers, just like her planners, and then two different sizes, just like her planner. So her planner came in a full year version, and then a sort of a back set where you had 2 books for the year, so a half a year in each book. And so the notebooks are the same way. There's the 520 page and then the 260 page. She offered them, the notebooks, in A5, A6, B6, and then I think weeks and standard are the other sizes. Not all of the sizes were ready to ship. These are the B6 size, so they are the same size as my common planner that I'm using as my planner this year. And they are just grid notebooks. So they are grid, and just like the pages in the back of her planner, they have the dots there and there so that you can divide your page in half vertically or horizontally or into quadrants without having to count any boxes. One difference though between the notebooks and the planner is that in the back of your planner, the blank pages are page numbered so that you can index them in your planner, and these are not page numbered, so there's no page numbers on them. I actually really like the page numbers. I was never really big on page numbers, but I've actually really liked them, so I kind of wish these had page numbers, but only for the ones that I use sort of for bullet journaling or for commonplace. If I'm using it for a journal, I don't care about the page numbers. I don't really care either way. I will tab things. It's just that it's been kind of nice having the page numbers. They do lay flat. Maybe I should move these out of the way. That'll be easier. So they do lay flat, which is awesome. And it is Sanzen Tomoe River paper, just like her common planner. And I have been loving the Sanzen Tomoe River paper, so I'm really excited for that. And they say Sterling Ink on the back in gold, and that's it. They don't say anything else. There's nothing else. It's the same binding. It's going to be kind of hard to tell because I have a plastic cover on it, but it's the same binding. Everything is the same. It looks just like the, sorry about my husband. It looks just like the planner. It's just that it's not dated. It's just grid pages. And then this set doesn't have the gilded edges. Like I said, I did pre-order some with gilded edges. So when those come, which will be like March or April, I will share those as well. And she does have clear covers that she made for them. She has one, it's actually in this plastic. Sorry about the glare. She has one for the full year, and then she has one for the half year. And that's what I have on this planner, one of her clear covers. But Chic Co. also came out with a clear cover that fits her full year version. So their B6 Stalogy cover actually fits the half year perfectly, but the B6 Stalogy cover is not big enough to fit the full year because the full year is thicker than a full year Stalogy. And so they did come out with a clear cover, and their clear cover is thicker. Let me open this up. And their clear cover is thicker and stiffer than hers, which I really like. They are my favorite clear covers. So these are the Sterling Ink ones. They are very, very thin and flexible. And they just have just the normal slip where you can slip your notebook in. And the Chic Sparrow ones are a lot sturdier and a lot thicker. and then they have the card pockets here, and then the little secretarial pocket over here. I do prefer the Cat Espresso Co covers, but I did buy a bunch of these as well because it never hurts to have some clear covers. So my husband is talking, my kiddo is talking, everyone's watching a movie, and now the puppy is crying. So I apologize for all the background noise. Everyone is home, and I wanted to get this video filmed and share it with you guys. I'm gonna put this Cat Espresso Co cover on here probably, but I did want to show you before that the difference in the cover. So one of the complaints that people have had about the common planner is they don't like how flexible the cover is. I actually really like it. I do keep my planner in a leather cover so it doesn't get messed up, and then it's also in a clear cover, so the softness and the flexibility of the cover, it's very pliable and soft. It doesn't bother me, and I really like how the book kind of moves and feels in your hand when I carry it outside of my cover. But I know not everyone wants to put it in a leather cover or put it in a clear cover, and a lot of people were bending these covers when they were putting them into their leather or clear covers, and so they were complaining about that. So one of the upgrades that she's doing for the planners next year that she's already done on her notebooks is that the cover is much stiffer. So I'm going to try to compare this and show you guys. And this one has gilded edges, so it's a little bit different, but you can kind of see how much thicker it is there. And then you can hear how much thicker it is. And then this one, if I move it, it bends. It's super soft. If I take, let's use the half here, it doesn't bend like that. So this one, I can actually just completely bend it on itself like this. It's super, super flexible. The new cover, you can't do that. It's very, very, very thick, and the cover itself is very, very, very stiff. I actually prefer the softer cover, but it's not like it's a big deal either way to me. I just like the way this feels in my hand, but I understand that most people don't, so I'm okay with that. It's the guts that matter to me, and I really like the guts of her planner and the guts of her notebooks and how they work for me, so I'm okay with the change. I just wanted to point that out because people have been wanting it, and she did make that change. And then the other change that she made, it's going to probably be a little harder to tell, but the grid is just slightly darker. So the other thing that people have complained about is that they have said that the grid and the print in the common planner is too light. I don't have any problem with it. I have no problem seeing it. The only problem is if like I was in my living room and we were watching a movie and I was trying to plan, which isn't really ideal anyways, right? Like planning with the lights turned down. I can't see it then, but I don't have any trouble seeing this grid or using it. I actually really like the light grid. But the new one, the notebooks and then the planners for next year, will be ever so slightly darker, just so that it's a little bit easier for people to see. And so will just be a little bit easier to see, but it's super close. So those are the notebooks. Like I said, they come in the half year and then the full year, and then the notebooks are in a bunch of different sizes. So I will put all the sizes down below so that you guys can check it out, but I'm fairly certain it was A6, B6, A5 weeks, and also standard TN. And in the pre-order, I ordered most of those. I just didn't order the A6 size because I just didn't order the A6 size because I don't use A6 size, but I think I ordered all of the other ones because I have covers and things that I can use them in for journaling, planning, and all of the things. And then I did order kind of a mix match of the black linen texture and the mauve. I do actually like the mauve the best. That's what I have my planner in, because if I put decorative vellum inside the clear cover, the mauve doesn't peek through, and so I can decorate inside my clear cover and it doesn't really show through. With the black, sometimes the black shows through, but the black sounds nice and feels nice and has that nice pretty texture. A lot of people really like the black, but I have been really happy with the mauve, so I got more mauve in everything that I ordered than I did get black. And then I had also pre-ordered her undated planners because she did do a pre-order for her undated common planner. So it's the B6 common planner, full year and half year, and then A5 common planner, so the same planner but in A5 size in full year and half year. And I did pre-order the undated planners, so when those come, also March or April I think is when they come, I will share them with you guys because I have some plans for those, and so I snagged a couple of those. So I'll share those with you guys when they come. But I was planning on putting the full year notebook in this Cat Sparrow Co cover. You do kind of have to like open it up when you first get it because it's like plasticky and it gets kind of stuck to itself. But I was planning on putting this in this clear cover. It's actually going to be a little bit harder to get into the clear cover now that the cover of the notebook itself is a little bit stiffer because you can't kind of bend it back on itself in the same way. But it is a nice fit. There's a little bit of extra room, but not too much. And because this is stiffer, it won't slide around as much. It'll give me room to grow as I use this, and the pages fluff out as I add things to this book. I am planning on journaling in this full year. I don't actually have intended plans for the half years, but I wanted to get them while they were available so I could check them out. And in case I wanted to use them, like I'm using a half year Stalogy for my health and wellness right now. So when that runs out, I may switch to the sterling ink. That way my planner and my health and wellness are in the same paper and the same exact size and covers and all that. So I may use them for that, or I may just stick them on my shelf for when I need a notebook. But I am planning on journaling in this nice, beautiful 520 page, lovely Tomoe River paper notebook, and I am really excited. I just need to find some pretty paper to stick back behind there to personalize it for myself. But that's my quick little video. I just wanted to share this with you guys. I do believe that she is going to be keeping these like ready to ship. She may not have them in stock all the time, but I don't think it's going to be like a limited item that you won't be able to get. I think they're going to keep restocking them as long as they are popular. So I will put links down below to her website and her Instagram and all of the things so you can follow her. Also, you can check out her website, and if something is out of stock, you can check back for when it restocks. But I think the notebooks are going to be kind of like a regular item available in her shop. So you'd be able to get these for journaling or bullet journaling at any time. But if you have any questions about what I shared in this video, please don't hesitate to comment below and I will definitely get back with you. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss future videos, and don't forget to just scribble.